Hi, G Interior Design community members. This is Leslie. How are you doing? I'm here live at the Design Bloggers Conference in Atlanta, and sitting in front of me right now is the very beautiful Tami Ramsay, who is an interior designer up in Athens, Georgia, which is about an hour from here. And she is the blogger, one half of the blogging duo Cloth and Kind, which most of you will probably know. It's a very famous blog, so I'm just thrilled to be sitting here with you. But the reason I am is because she and her partner, Krista Nye Schwartz, who lives up in Michigan, are using Google completely, every aspect of Google, including Google Hangouts, to collaborate long distance in their partnership. So she has a really interesting story about how they met quickly, and then also I want her to share, and I've asked her to share with all of you, how she's actually using Google. She and Krista are using Google Hangouts and Google itself to run their entire business as a partnership long distance. So I thought that might be interesting to some of you. So here we go. Hi, good morning.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Fortuitous bumping into you in the Design Blogger registration area.
It really was. It's fantastic.
It has been.
So happy.
Yeah, so basically my business partner, Krista Nye Schwartz, and I, we actually met through social media. And so I had a separate design firm and had a separate social media presence, but we met over a social media platform and started following each other. And a friendship developed, and so then we started talking by phone, emailing back and forth, and there were some kind of creative collaborations that we were doing that were kind of fun just on our own, and then we decided to travel together to Alt Summit, and that was the first time that we had met in person. And so by the end of the design conference, we had decided in short order that we were a match made in heaven and a single genius, and that together we were going to form a design partnership. So Cloth and Kind was originally a blog that was started by Krista, but an interior design business ultimately blossomed from that for her individually. We ultimately came together as partners in Cloth and Kind, sharing the blog as an outlet for what we love as far as textiles, design, etc., and then ultimately the interior design business itself. But the challenge that we faced was the fact that we were located in two totally separate locations, and how do you utilize technology as it stands today to facilitate this type of partnership? And so Krista and I decided that with the functionality of Google and all the different aspects of it, that it really provided us the perfect opportunity to be able to collaborate creatively on everything that we do, but also to help us with a sense of connection, because we are in two different locations. She's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I'm in Athens, Georgia. So we have used Google Hangouts literally as our office hours. So we get on Google Hangout and basically work together. There are times that we are working together, literally talking back and forth with each other regarding specific projects or different business planning. And then there are just simply times when we're working independent of one another, but having the physical presence makes a really big difference to us in terms of feeling connected in this business. We use Google Drive for all of our documents, so all of our information related to clients is in folders related to both Athens-based clients, Atlanta clients, as well as Michigan-based clients. So we share all those documents. The different junior designers, interns, bookkeeper that works with us, they also have access to those. So we've now brought in a whole nother level of people that work with us and have access to that information. So from a project management standpoint, Google has been a phenomenal resource for us in terms of housing information, and then again facilitating this feeling that we in fact are still connected even though we're in separate locations. So it's been wonderful.
That is absolutely a great story. I have one quick question for you. Are you using Hangouts with your clients yet to present?
We do, in fact. So oftentimes, depending on what our travel schedules are, we in fact do design presentations via Google Hangouts. So one of us will be in the presence of the client, depending on the location. The other will join by Google Hangout. And so it is, again, we initially thought that clients might think this was a strange bird, but as it turns out, people love it. And so there have been many, many times where Krista or I, depending on the situation, has not met the client. We may have multiple Google Hangout scenarios, and then ultimately when one of us travels to that location, I feel like I know the client because I have been speaking with them over Google Hangouts. So it's really been a tremendous resource for us, and I think has facilitated our success in being able to do what is otherwise a very challenging business setup. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not that this is not done. There are many businesses that operate separate firms, but because of what we do is so collaborative and the creative energy needs to happen together, physically being able to see Krista makes a huge difference. Not just hearing her voice on the telephone, not just communicating by email, but literally having that sense of being in the same space with her makes all the difference in the world. And for that matter, our clients love it. I think they find it very clever, you know, that we do that. And they have responded to it tremendously.
Oh, that is wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing these 5 minutes with me this morning. I hope you have a great and successful conference. We're all looking forward to it, obviously, but this has been really interesting, and I am sure you will have a lot of questions. So if someone wanted to ask you a question about this, what is the best way for them to contact you?
They can reach us at design@clothandkind.com. That is our general mailbox for any type of inquiry. And then if you want to follow us on social media, @clothandkind is our Twitter handle, as well as our Pinterest. Facebook is Cloth and Kind. So we look forward to meeting some of you. Thanks for having me, Leslie.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks so much for taking the time, Tami.
Thank you.